What up, what up, what up, what up? Back in this motherfucker once again. Let's go in. What up, what up, what up? Give me 1 second here. Peace, peace, peace. Give me 1 second here. What's good, what's good, what's good? I feel like the man was fully conquered by the devil Saturday night. That man, who was that man? Who was that man? Let me actually turn this way. Yeah, let me turn this way. Yeah, all right, cool, cool, we're good, we're good. I'm not gonna be on here too long. Hotel, hotel, hotel. What's the deal? What's the deal? I wasn't even supposed to do a video right now. I was gonna do it later, but we can do this shit right now. Hold on, let me turn this screen up. It's kind of bright. Peace, 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 peace. What up, what up? Let's do some fucking dance moves. See the shoulder popping? You know what I mean? We still waving out here in these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So first and foremost, as you see, it's still business as usual. You know what I mean? Hold on, hold on. Let me make sure the connection is good. All right, we're good, we're good. The suspense is killing me now. That's all good. You see, take a look around. The motherfuckers look worried. Motherfuckers ain't tripping over that shit. But I'm just gonna give y'all the real. Let me stop the music. Peace, peace, peace. What up, what up? All right, all right. Hope everybody is good out there. You know what I mean? We just having a little fun. I'm not gonna be on here too long. Like I said, I don't really have that much battery. I'm just out and about. Early this morning, y'all let me know if the traffic is too loud. Y'all let me know if the sound is too loud. But we know we gon', you know what I mean? We're gonna get it in. So anyway, again, I don't know all the details. I'm not gonna sit here and break it down, what's real, what's fake. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts. Now, if you wanna put the pieces together on your own time, do so, but you probably don't need to. Now, if you've been following me recently, you know I did a couple videos back, I did a video called The Spirits of Death. The Fires of Hades. I believe that's the title of the video. All right? Now, the U.S. government is responsible for it. I can't say they are, can't say they not. You know what I mean? Maybe it was just a crazy motherfucker. Maybe it was a setup. Nonetheless, 50 people lost their lives. So RIP to them. RIP to the spirits of the dead. People that's no longer here. The spirits that's roaming around, still conscious, you know. So my perspective of all this is, without getting too heavy, without getting too deep, because so many people were killed at the same time in a violent way, right? Yeah, so you only have like 15%. I'm only gonna make this probably 10 minutes. But because so many people died in such a violent way at the same place, when that type of thing happens, a portal was opened the same way where a lot of people that die on a battlefield, it opens up a portal. And once that portal was opened up, spirits are able to travel in and out of this portal. Now, when you think about the desert, when you think about Las Vegas, you know, people most likely think about the Strip. You don't really think about things outside of the Strip, beyond the Strip, so on and so forth, right? However, we always remember, excuse me, a lot of famous people died here, such as Pac, Tupac, recently Prodigy. You get what I'm saying? And that's not by coincidence. It's the energy of the desert. When you think about a desert, you think about death. Death and the desert are cohesive. And what I mean by that is the spirit of death is always present in the desert or in valleys, you know, mountains, etc., etc. So once this portal was open, and it is open, because this portal was open now, and we know it's the fall season, You know, I believe it's Libra season. The energy of Libra is prominent at this time, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the dates precisely, but I believe it's Libra season. This is the dark side of the year. The dark side of the year starts with Libra. Because you can say a Libra is a Scorpio, just more sophisticated. Keep that in mind for all you zodiac people out there. A Libra is a Scorpio, just more sophisticated, more mental. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But quickly, because again, I don't really have a lot of battery, so I'm gonna get this out as quick as I possibly can. And if y'all want a part 2 or something with more details, more research, you know, just let me know. But again, I don't feel that would be necessary. So, in this current time, the times that we're in, going from 2017 to 2018, from this point on, because again, you know, it's more shit to come. This is just the beginning. You know, it's been hurricanes in the southern regions. Shout out Houston, shout out Florida, shout out to California. California pretty much on fire. You can be driving through the freeway and, you know, fucking forests is on fire. This shit is coming all on the freeway. So this is more man-made, I would say, because somebody actually started shooting people and killing people. So this is more so, you know, man-made, more so than nature doing this thing. But nonetheless, a portal is now open for everybody, not just for people in Vegas, for everybody, if you tap in. You don't necessarily have to tap into Vegas, just work with the energies and the spirits of death. As I've been saying, if you've been watching my stuff anyway, I've been saying that. However, now that the portal was open and the spirits are able to come in, now somebody may ask, why would you want to work with the spirits of death? You know, why would you want to bring that energy close to you? Isn't that a negative energy? And isn't it a bad energy? So on and so forth. It all depends on how you use it. It all depends on your mindset, and it all depends on how you feel. For example, if you're not going out to harm anybody or infringe on anybody's free will, when you channel in the spirits of death, it allows you to change and adapt along with the times. For example, you know, we are in a modern age, the age of technology, and I feel personally, if you don't understand how technology works, if you don't understand the internet, if you don't understand the opportunities that we have available to us, you know, you're still in the 20th century. And what I mean by that is, as I've, you know, said, watch my video, The Hidden Matrix. And I spoke more about, you know, electronics and, you know, the times that we're in. And it's a must that you understand the energies present at this moment. So you have to get, or in other words, you can say it's time for a quickening. The spirits of death help you along with a quickening. A quickening is a catch-up, a quick catch-up. So instead of you having to read 101 books, instead of you having to go through all this experience and go here, travel around the world and do everything that people try to do, you can work directly with the spirits so that you can connect directly with that energy. When you connect directly with the energy, you are able to adapt and change and evolve. Not evolve into something better, but evolve into what you already are. What do I mean by what you already are? Evolution is false. We don't evolve as human beings, as a species. We don't evolve. We go back to the original. For example, when you came into the world as a child, you wasn't eating. You was, you know, all you knew how to do was drink. You know what I mean? You didn't have any solid foods in your body or in your bloodstream. But you was the most pure. You was the most pure, you know, before you started, you know, getting infringed. Not infringed, but you started to tune into the world around you. So the spirits of death are very prominent. You know what I mean? They're ready for anybody to work with. We kind of walk backwards. You know. So definitely, if you didn't see my video, The Fires of Hades, watch the video again and see what I'm talking about. In terms of people dying here, I believe it was 50 people that lost their lives. Another thing you can do, and I also said this on Facebook for the people that follow me on Facebook, what you can do if you're really concerned, if you really feel some type of way about the situation, what you can do is you can help guide these damn souls to the afterlife. What I mean by that is, when you die in a violent way, your spirit, or you can say your spirit or your soul, however you want to put it, it detaches from your body quickly, and sometimes you don't even know you're dead. So a lot of people that lost their lives are still roaming around in their spiritual form, not even knowing that they're dead. So what you can do if you want to help in that fashion, if you are spiritual, as many people claim to be, if you work with the spirit, you can help these souls find their way to the afterlife and build a union with them. I also made a Facebook Live a while back called How to Talk to Spirits. I talked about damn souls. It's all in the archives. You can go back and watch that if you choose, but I'll reiterate it quickly here now. Damn souls are souls that have not successfully transitioned to the afterlife, the other world, the spirit realm, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of souls that are lost. So if you extend your hand or you extend your spirit to help these people make the transition successfully, you know, they will reward you with certain gifts that they may have been connected to. So again, this is only for people that are spiritual and work with the spirit, you know, that's not scared of this type of stuff. You're not scared to guide somebody to the afterlife, the underworld, so on and so forth. So with that being said, you turn this way. It's kind of dark in here. I'm gonna walk down a little bit. With that being said, being a helper to the spirits of the dead rewards you with certain gifts. They will reward you with certain gifts because you extend your help, because you are already active in the spirit world. What do I mean by that? If you are not already active in the spirit world, meaning creating your astral temple, some people call it the fifth dimension, fourth dimension, whatever dimension you want to call it. If you are not already active in the spirit world, creating your reality from the top down, I've been said that, you know, how to manifest instantly, working from the top down, not down up, working from the top down. When you work from the top down and you start in the spirit realm and manifest into the material realm, you will understand more of what I'm talking about, which is just, you're using mind over matter. You know, the first universal law, everything is mental, the law of mentalism. You start in the mind. So when you put your mind to helping the spirits of the dead, because there are plenty spirits already available because the portal was open, they're not just going to stay in Vegas. Some are going to make the transition to California. Some are going to use that portal to go wherever the fuck they're going. So it's spirits of the dead just roaming wild at this point because the portal has been opened. Now, so you know, you can work with that energy even more so than you already was if you already was working with it. You know, for all my voodoo people are into voodoo, perfect for you. You know, for, you know, you can work with Zarabanda, work with the opener of the way. The Tahudis, the Hermes, the Zarabandas, the Legbas, you know, the Barons, you know, for the voodoo people. I believe the name of that deity is Samedi, S-A-M-E-D-I. Baron Samedi, or however you say that. You know, that's the voodoo opener of the way. You know, the middleman, you can say, to help you communicate with the spirits of the dead and connect with that energy. When you start to connect with the spirits of the dead, they have certain information to reveal to you. The information that they will reveal to you will correspond to whatever you have going on or whatever you need assistance with. So at this time, if you need a quickening, if you need a boost, if you need something to, you know, propel you forward, higher, however you want to put it, if you need any help in any type of way at this point, this is the perfect time to work with the spirits of the dead now that the portal has been opened. And it's going to keep opening all the way up to Halloween, October 31st. That's when the portal will be completely open. So the portal already opens at or on October 31st anyway. The spirits, the worlds start to merge together and the two become one. So that's already going down anyway. But with this extra boost of energy, with this portal that has been opened, now we have quicker access. So you can view this situation as something that allowed us to better ourselves. When people lose their lives in that way, we can look at it as a tragedy, or we can look at it as they are helping us to get to where we need to get to, because we're still here and things still need to be done here. People still had to pay their fucking rent on the 1st. That didn't stop shit. You get what I'm saying? People still got bills. People still are doing things here. So you can use them as a tool, use them and create pacts with them. The same way where people say they sell their soul to the devil, you create a pact with the spirits of the dead so that they can assist you in your spiritual work. So lastly, and again, I'm not responding to the comments because my screen is very dark. I only have like 10% battery, so I can't really see what anybody is saying. So, you know, again, we'll just speak more on the next video, but I just want to get the message out as quick as I can before the phone dies. Didn't really plan on making it right now. I wanted to wait until later, but I wanted to get this out just in case I was in a different space later. So I'm just doing this as of now. So lastly, the last thing I want to say is, definitely when tragedies happens, never mourn, never feel bad, never feel saddened. No need to feel no type of negative emotions, no grief, no anything. Use the energy that is now available to you. That's what you do. Use the energy because it's available. These spirits have left their energy for us. Their physical bodies are gone. The people are buried. You know what I mean? The families, you know, are hurting, grieving. You know what I mean? And again, RIP to everybody who lost their lives, but shout out to them as well for assisting us that are still here with our spiritual work, for those of us who are spiritual and work with the spirits. So definitely shout out and RIP to everybody who lost their lives. You know what I mean? Much respect. Because we can say, okay, wasn't this a random act of violence? Not necessarily. Because if we understand magnetism, we understand that coincidence doesn't exist. The bullets wasn't just flying at random people. The people that died were meant to die on that day. It was already agreed upon in their souls. So it was not an accident. It was not a coincidence. But again, don't allow anybody else to tell you different. Just know in your heart that a sacrifice was made for you, because again, the energy is out here for you to use anyway. So if you really feel like the government, if the government is behind it, the government has something to do with it, then the best thing you can do is use that same energy that they're going to use anyway. When they do mass murders and rituals and start wars anyway, they use that same energy while everybody else is sad and grieving and feeling some type of way. They're doing rituals. They're using spirituality. They're doing it to further conquer people. So you can flip that energy and use these energies and make the pact with the spirits so that that type of thing doesn't happen, at least to you. You may not be able to save everyone, but you can at least save yourself. May not be able to save everybody else. Say it one more time. You may not be able to save everybody else, but you can at least save your own soul. And the spirits of the dead will assist you in all that. So till next time, just wanted to get that quick message out. You know, again, shout out and RIP to everybody who lost their lives. Hopefully this brought some type of clarity to the situation, although I didn't necessarily go into the details. But I feel there's other people on YouTube who's dedicated to conspiracy theories and who will break it down way more thoroughly than I ever can. So with that being said, I'll speak to y'all soon. You know what I mean? Shout out. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Peace.